Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to a new Vintage Story Wilderness Survival Permadeath playthrough. Attempt number 18, episode 1. Attempt 16 was the longest, farthest we've ever gotten. Many first-time experiences. We experienced chiseling, windmills, mechanized power, all sorts of stuff. We found bronze for the first time. Attempt 17, though, was very short, and we ended up dying. I probably could have avoided death if I was smart enough to craft my improvised armor when I had an opportunity to do so. We potentially paid the ultimate price for my laziness. This time, I'll try not to make any such mistake. I don't want to get caught in a couple of death loops. That always sucks when it happens. It's demotivating, demoralizing, so we're gonna try really hard to make sure that attempt 18 is the one that gets further than attempt 16. Let's hop in. Wilderness Survival, VSPD 18, Customize, 1 life, water can be transported in buckets, prospecting pick is 8 blocks, stone, wood, and bricks can be chiseled, and then class exclusive recipes are turned off. I think that's it for all the settings we have to change. Let me just double check. Yep. We got it. Alright, let's hop in, and let's hope this goes better than the last one, huh? The last one was honestly going pretty good. It's just I got lazy, I rushed. I don't tend to respect things as much as I should. I get it in my head that I can kill this wolf easily, or, yeah, I have to maintain proper respect, or else I deserve to perish. Anyway, God, playing as the hunter would be nice, again, but we're just gonna go with the blackguard. I like that extra health. That extra health plus the armor makes a big difference in your survival. Anyway, let's hope that this seed offers as much promise as the previous one did before we perished. A lot of branchy leaves right here that we can gather. I better get the hell away from that hill. I was spared the first collapse. Alright, we have enough sticks for now. Let's set out in search of resources, trying to find safer footpaths up or around these hills. I'll grab those turnips. That's our first bit of food. Well, we died, Seven Sky. We died to a brown bear. And then in attempt 17, we died to a wolf, so here's 18. All right. I need some flint for us to get started on the gathering. Here's some. Only 1. But I think I might be able to chisel that with the andesite. Yep. Holy shit. Well, let's begin on the cattail collection here, and I am gonna collect the rhizomes again, of course. It just sucks, we don't exactly have the security blanket of a billion mushrooms right now, but maybe that'll change. We'll see. There's a dead chicken just sitting there, interestingly enough. It might have died in the collapse that just happened. All right. Let's butcher this hen, see what we can get. I don't care about the small bones, but the meat, you know? Let's grab a couple more cattails, and I'll be able to make my first 2 baskets for an opened up inventory, at least slightly opened. The animals are sometimes easy to kill. It's the terrain that gets you. It's when you try to jump over a hill and the soil collapses, or it's when you get stuck on a clump of bushes, right? All right, we got a little bit of berries right there. Let's make our first 2 baskets. There's more cattails over here. Let's just keep up the gathering. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go pour my coffee real quick. All right, I'll be right back. Alrighty. Never forfeit your hope, alright? This can be a very long playthrough. The last one could have been, but I was apathetic about it. I did not exercise the amount of caution, concern, and care that I should have. If I had simply crafted that wooden armor, we may yet have survived. So it really all comes down to how deliberate you're willing to be at each stage of the early game. How many accommodations you're willing to make and how much work you're willing to do to improve the odds of your survival in several ways. At least in this spawn, we didn't have to look very long to find our cattails. We already have our 40 rhizomes and our 4 baskets pretty much. All right, our entire inventory is now opened up. We do have some food already. I'm gonna grab these. All right. So, we're gonna want to try to find a forest that we can base up on the edge of, preferably with a body of water nearby for a farm. There's another dead chicken here. It must be from that landslide that happened, eh? Yeah, it's crushed. It fell off the top of the mountain. All right. There's another one too. Hopefully I can get some chicken meat from it. Yep, we got 2 pieces of chicken meat. Grab that. I no longer need that piece of andesite. Fuck. hate that. Just a massive trap. A little health loss trap to make me get hungrier in the beginning of the game. All right, we have a lot of clay right here. There's berries. Let's go try to find some horsetail real quick. I may end up getting a bunch of mushrooms in this forest as well. We didn't lose that much health. We will naturally regenerate it, but it is going to come at the cost of our hunger. Okay. Let's try to not stray too far from that clay over there. Important to know where it is. A little bit of rye flour. I don't have any spears yet. Okay. Let's make our shovel. And then our second knife and our 3 spears. We're in a better place now. So far, I still don't see any horsetail. Got some cranberries. I see some fruit trees in that field over there. And it looks like a large, wide open plain. It's kind of favorable to a base. So, you gonna attack me and make this easy or what? Doesn't look like it. There's a lot of clay right here. Got it. Okay, our food situation just got a lot better, but our inventory got a lot worse. That's the trade-off. Let's eat these cranberries and the turnips, opening those inventory slots. Unfortunately, our health is still a little empty. Okay, 10 red meat. That's kind of beautiful, if we're being honest. I'm gonna grab a single stack of clay. They angered the god of mountains and got smited. I mean, that seems like the only reasonable explanation to my perspective. All right, we now have a stack of clay. I don't see any water nearby for like a suitable base location. We're gonna need to start gathering dirt. I'm just gonna go ahead and eat this grain. Normally I would keep it, and I would never think of eating grain this early, but we need the inventory space to collect the stuff that we need, right? So... if I could find a trader wagon to base up at, that would be ideal. There's a massive set of beautiful ruins over there. I might want to pick and choose some things to leave behind here. Turnip seeds, rye seeds, and feathers. That's either a wolf or a fox, but I think it's a fox. I'll go check out that ruin and just see what's around it, but it looks like it's in the middle of a heavily bushy area, and a bushy area is a big no-go in the early game, mainly because of the fact that bears and wolves can kind of hide in it, undetectable and obscured until they're upon you. I'm gonna need at least 2 stacks of this shit. In order to build my house. So we're just gonna get 2 stacks of packed dirt right now. Okay, let's eat those cranberries, and we have to pick a direction and go there. That ruin does look really nice, like it could be an interesting place to base up near. Looks like there might be a forest over there. We're gonna go check out this ruin first, but I'm probably gonna make a little fighting position on the outside just in case a bear was to run at us. We could turn a dangerous situation into a potential win. There's another animal right there. What's that? Is that a wolf? Let's get a little bit of redemption. Yeah, redemption. We got it. That's how I wanted it to go. Anyway, I'm just gonna ditch this second knife so I can grab that, and then we'll take the bones. We have a lot of food. We got it. Yeah, see, that's how it should go. When everything goes copacetic, that's what you hope for. All right. So we have the dirt that we need to build our house. We have the clay that we need to make our cooking pot and bowl. I could use more cattails for more storage vessels, but there's like no cattails or water around here, it looks like. I need an axe and I need to get some firewood. Okay. We can make it with a bone handle. I have no inventory space except for that one low fertility soil that I can drop somewhere if need be. There is a forest over there. It's just this area seems like it's really cool, but really unsafe. Medium fertility soil pretty much everywhere. We have clay right here. All right, let's mark this. And I see water down there. Let's try to go get more cattails. Hopefully nothing crazy is waiting to attack us here. There's a wolf over there. I don't know that I'm gonna kill it. We're in kind of a finicky area to try. Oh. Gotta go. Yeah, that wolf got a little close. I didn't like it. When you're around water, wolves are extra dangerous because in wilderness survival, they swim so much faster than you, right? Okay, let's make a reed box. And then... Son of a bitch. Yeah, this is where it gets tough. Let's drop that low fert soil, take the cattails, and then investigate this area real quick. We got a few cracked vessels here. I can't open them to use them as storage containers, but there's also a good supply of wood here. And what has the potential to be a beautifully ornate door. It's a bad place to be because you can't have an easily accessed farm here. But it is a good place to move to later if I could find another base that meets our needs in the area. That's a brown bear. Just cruising on by. Now, we are on the edge of a forest. We do have bodies of water where I can make a farm. This might be a contender location. If we're on the edge of the forest, I can get horsetail. If we have a body of water, I can build my own garden with the source blocks there. Like, we do have choices here. But despite the choices, we have very limited time to do anything with it, so... I think I'm gonna have to settle for just going right here. Oh! All right, yeah, we're clearly, like, we're hexed. I'm having the worst luck for some reason. Like, I can do really good and accomplish a lot, but then we just get run over, like, instantly, you know? I'm not against using F5 to see my surroundings, no. I zoom out sometimes to see what I can see. Should do it more often, probably. We're gonna have to schedule another stream and start again. Attempt 19. God, what a day it's been, huh? We're just trying to get our feet off the ground, but I feel like, well, I fucked up in attempt 17. We had it made there if I played carefully. We had everything we needed. Attempt 18, we had somewhat of a bad spawn, but I did really good hunting, and I got unfairly, like, just janked from behind by a bear that didn't even make any noise until he was right there. Right? Which I've personally always disagreed with that creative decision. The bear should roar when he comes at you, not when he's literally swinging at you, right? Like, he should roar far away and give you a moment to realize that you're fucked before he does it. Anyway, I'm going to just start again, and I'll see you guys over there. And I hope you realize through all of this, there is a graceful way to lose. I'm not losing hope that we're going to have a good playthrough one of these times. I know it sucks to get caught in death loops, but the thing is, sooner or later, you're gonna, like, I have an 80% chance of succeeding every time. Sooner or later, it's gonna stick, and we're gonna be fine, right? Who knows, maybe we'll log in and we will just absolutely love our spawn. Yeah, let's end this stream and start the next one. I'm just gonna make sure we have everything we need before we start it. I think I have the redirect already planned. And honestly, I am tempted to potentially start playing as the hunter. For one reason, and that's the boosted movement speed. If walking on snow truly slows you down, right? Then that makes winter far more dangerous for the blackguard than it does for the hunter. Having that boosted movement speed, but then you have less health at the same time, so you'll survive less one-hit kills, right? No, limestone, I don't even care about the limestone anymore either, because I installed a mod called Better Prospecting that allows me to find stones. The same way that you would prospect for ores and get a density search, I can now do a density search for stone. So I can see if there's marble in the area, right? Or if there's chalk, or if there's limestone, or if there's any of that. That's how we found our lime in the last series in 16. All right, well, we have the redirect enabled. All of these settings are copacetic, and I'm going to grab the chat for the new stream. We're just going to pick ourselves up and try again. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Sooner or later, we're going to break away, and we're going to have a good long series again. Never give up the hope. It's not worth it. Don't let the game break you. Break the game. What the hell is that? Hang on. I've never seen that little pop-up window there before, that sign into chat. What is that? What the fuck? Oh, okay. All right, let's put this in. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it'll probably fix when the stream starts. Anyway, take care, rock on, and peace out for now, guys. For those of you who are here, just sit tight. I'll transfer you into the new stream, and we'll start the new adventure right away. All right, I'll see you there.